Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down some really big ideas. And today, we're tackling one of the biggest, Brahman. What is it? But you know what? Let's not start with some ancient text. Let's start with you, right here, right now. I want you to think about a really simple but profound question. What is the one thing that's always there, the one constant you can be absolutely sure of? To find the answer, we don't really have to look very far at all. Let's just take a quick look at the different states you cycle through every single day of your life.
Okay, so first up, there's your waking state. That's right now. You're experiencing the world, you're seeing this, you're hearing my voice, you're having thoughts. For all intents and purposes, this feels like the only reality, right?
And then, at night, you slip into a dream world, a whole other reality that feels just as real, just as vivid while you're in it, with its own crazy events, its own emotions, its own logic. And then there's that other state, dreamless, deep sleep. It's like a total blank. The world is gone, your body is gone, even your mind seems to just disappear into nothing. So think about it. Waking, dreaming, and deep sleep, they are completely different worlds. Your waking self is totally different from your dream self, and both of them just vanish in deep sleep. And yet, something connects them all. There has to be a common thread running through all three. So what is it? Well, that constant is your own consciousness. It's that fundamental awareness that is just always on. It's the silent witness that was there when you were awake. It was there to experience your dreams. And yep, it was even there to witness the nothingness of deep sleep. I mean, how else could you wake up and say, man, I slept great? This is the one thing you can never truly doubt, your own awareness. Okay, let's really dive into this because this ever-present awareness, it has a very, very special significance in Vedanta philosophy. Swami Sarva Priyananda tells this fantastic story that just perfectly illustrates our relationship with our own consciousness. It's about a washerman who finds this beautiful, shiny stone. He has no idea what it is, so he just uses it for years as a regular old rock to scrub dirt out of clothes. And here's the crucial point, right? We all have this priceless diamond, our own pure, unchanging consciousness. But because no one ever told us what it was or how valuable it is, we just use it for everyday stuff, completely overlooking its profound, incredible nature.
Now this inner diamond, this pure witnessing awareness that is the real you, it has a name in Sanskrit, Ātman. And it simply means the self. We're not talking about your personality or your ego, but the fundamental consciousness that is experiencing your entire life. Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. How does this inner self, this Ātman, relate to, well, everything else, the entire universe? So let's bring in the other side of this equation, Brahman. If Ātman is the consciousness inside of you, Brahman is the ultimate reality that makes up everything on the outside. It's the source, the substance, the fabric of the entire cosmos. So on the one hand, you've got your individual consciousness, your Ātman. Let's think of it as a single drop of water.
Vedanta philosophy then makes this really radical claim. It says this individual drop of consciousness is fundamentally connected to the vast cosmic reality.
The entire ocean. And get this, the drop isn't just from the ocean. In its very essence, it is the ocean. And this is not just some nice poetry. This is the central, the most explosive insight of the Upanishads. This idea is captured in what they call the Mahavakyas, or the great sayings. Things like Tat Tvam Asi, which means you are that. It's not a suggestion, it's a direct statement. Your inner self, your Ātman, is the ultimate reality, Brahman. Full stop. Now, as you can probably imagine, a statement that huge, that profound, has been talked about and interpreted in a few different ways over the centuries. For example, you have the school of Advaita Vedanta, or non-dualism. They take it literally. Yourself and Brahman are absolutely one and the same. There is only one reality, period. But then you have, say, Dvaita Vedanta, or dualism, which says, hold on, the individual self and God, or Brahman, are eternally distinct. The goal here isn't to become God, but to get closer to God. But no matter how you slice it, this ultimate reality, Brahman, consciousness itself, is often described in these beautiful poetic ways.
The Bhagavad Gita calls it the light of all lights. It's the fundamental light of awareness that even makes it possible for you to see, or to hear, or to think, or to know anything at all.
So the key takeaway here isn't some final answer dropped in your lap. It's really an invitation to investigate this for yourself. And honestly, the stakes are pretty high. In Vedanta, getting this isn't just some intellectual game, it's seen as the path to ultimate freedom. Because if your true self is literally one with the foundation of the universe, what is there left to be afraid of? It changes everything. So the question becomes deeply personal. If your own awareness is the light that reveals the entire world, what is the true nature of that light?